Hey y'all, I'm back with another episode of The Catch in the Kitchen. And y'all, we got something fun under our sleeves. Get ready. The Catch in the Kitchen. Catch it, cook it, eat it. This recipe right here, this is something that I mean, a lot of my recipes I find online, okay? This lady, every time she makes a recipe, she always eats it in the video and then she says, "Oh my God, it's like one of the best things I've ever made." So a lot of the people that watch her don't believe her. But I decided to try this recipe and I literally like messaged her. I was like, "Girl, nah, this might be one of the best things you ever made." Because me, my husband, we go crazy over this meal. I've made it like 4 times, so I've mastered it. Obviously, when you make a recipe more, it gets better as you do it, right? And so this recipe, it is simple. It is delicious. The sauce is amazing. I don't care who's a picky eater in your house, your husband, your kid, whatever. They're going to tear this recipe up. The only way they're not eating this recipe is if they're a vegan. Period. And even it's so good that a vegan might be caught betraying themselves with this recipe. It's that good. Okay? And it's the most simplest dish ever, but it's fire. So let me tell you real quick the ingredients that we're going to make with this dish. Y'all, simple dish. This is a chicken recipe. We're going to start with the sauce. I have chicken, a whole chicken cut up into sections. It's in the fridge right now. It's seasoned with salt and accent. That's it. Salt and accent. If you don't like MSG, which means make stuff good, you ain't got to use it. But if you want to take it up another level, I suggest you use it. Nonetheless, you could just salt the chicken, but you want that cured flavor on the chicken because that's all you're going to need. The sauce does everything else. So for this sauce, you're going to need about 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. This is the base. Garlic cloves. 4 to 5, 6 if you want to be daring like me. A whole shallot. Okay? Rosemary. And even though this is a more wintry herb, with this recipe, it is lifted, it is light. Oh, y'all, this is amazing. You're gonna need tarragon. I have fresh, I bought it at the store and then I dried it to keep it. But if you don't have it dried, you can get it fresh at the store. You will need tarragon. If you do, you cannot do this recipe with just rosemary. You can, but it will not get the justice it deserves. It needs tarragon. Pepper. You need whole pepper. It cannot be broken down pepper. It has to be fresh cracked pepper so that you can awaken that cracked pepper flavor in the dish. This is the key ingredient in the dish. Accent. It makes stuff good. And good old sherry wine. This is important. Now, if you have a little bit of white wine, try it. I think it would still be good, but I feel like sherry for this dish, this is the go-to. Okay. We're going to start with the cloves. I already rinsed them and peeled them. So I'm just going to pop the little back end off. I don't like to cook with those. Get any little bruises off my garlic. So here. As you can see, my nails are back. Okay. And we're just going to go in, start chopping this baby up. Fresh garlic smell. Boy, nothing better. Okay. Guys, Ellie's on an adventure in the bathtub right now, so we're letting her have her fun. Okay. So we got a good mince on that. It doesn't have to be perfect because again, it's going in a sauce and it's gonna just cook and soak in that sauce. So you ain't gotta think too much about that. Okay. Now, got a little bowl. Our shallot. Just gonna pop the back off of this. Peel this through. I felt like this was a pretty good sized shallot, so I'm gonna peel it and chop it. If I chop it and I feel like it's not enough, you can always grab another shallot and cut it, get a smaller one. But you do want that shallot flavor and that garlic flavor to come together and pop. You don't want to outbeat the other. So equal amounts based off of how you dice it up. So let's see what the shallot can produce, and then we will go from there. Okay. And I'm gonna just run a knife through it one more again. Yeah, I think the shallot produced enough to balance the mass of the garlic, so I think we're good. That looks good to me. Look good to you, babe?
It looks very good to me.
Okay, let's get it in. Okay, so now we got our aromatic root herbs in, if you want to call it that. Aromatics in. Now, this is the big part. That pepper. Now, usually the lady, what she did was she took the peppercorns out, crushed them herself in a little like Mexican little crusher thingy. This right here is gonna crush it all on its own. But we're gonna be doing this for a little while because we're gonna at least put about 2 solid, maybe 3 tablespoons of pepper in this sauce because pepper is the signature. If you've never known black pepper to have a real flavor, with this recipe, black pepper has a flavor and it's not just hot, it's good. So let's get to it. There we are. Okay, so you guys, I just did a wrist exercise and cracked. I would say this is about 1.5 tablespoons of fresh cracked black pepper. Thought about it and I was like, 2 to 3? Yeah, it's too much. But it would be about 1.5 when I looked at it and I gauged it. So yeah, about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons fresh cracked pepper. Okay, so now we have that. Now we got our herbs. I'm gonna take some of this tarragon and I'm gonna say about a pinch. Oh man, you can smell that. It smells so good. About a solid pinch of tarragon. And I'm just gonna run a knife through it just to open it up a little bit. So about this much tarragon. Then fresh rosemary. Strip off about half a sprig. You want equal amounts of tarragon and rosemary. They complement each other very well, very, very well. I think that looks good. Let's chop it up, and it should definitely match the energy of the tarragon. Oh man, you can smell the rosemary already and the tarragon together. They were meant to be together. They have a beautiful relationship along with that pepper. Baby, them French know what they're doing. This is a French dish, just so you know, by the way. I mean, obviously the name, chicken au poivre, super duper French. It's really a peasant meal though. This is a very low budget. Man, them peasants know how to make it work. It was low budget, but baby, they made it taste good. That's the beauty of French cuisine. Everybody thinks that French cuisine is like, oh, extravagantly expensive. It's become expensive, but the French have such a signature about them because they know how to take, they're detail oriented in their recipes. They put simple things together, and when they put it together, it's extravagant. But that's really what French cooking is. That's why a croissant is so much better than any normal piece of bread, because the French took the time to layer each piece with butter. Or we would have just slapped some butter on it. They layered it. That's what makes it French. Okay, a little bit of this. Make stuff good. Okay? Now, the whole entire measure.
Whipping cream.
Whipping cream. The whole thing. Whip it real hard. Okay, so now what I like to do, because I don't like to waste my sherry, I'm gonna put a good splash, a good lug. That's what the lady said. She calls it a lug. Good lug. I'm gonna say about 3 tablespoons. It really doesn't matter. It's not. I mean, how much can you put in this? Because the alcohol is gonna cook out, and it's gonna leave all the flavor. That looked like one. I'm gonna add another little tablespoon, another lug in the jar. Get all that cream out. Get my sherry. And pour that in. There we go, like that. So now, let me get a spoon. Now, you mix this sauce really good. And this is what you have. You have a peppery, oniony, garlicky, tarragon, rosemary cream. And what I like to do before I start my chicken, I usually, the way I've made it, I would make the cream like hours before for the day. But I did that just for prep cook time because I'm going to the gym, going to play pickleball. And then when I get back, I have the chicken already pre-seasoned. The cream is already set aside. But I feel like just 30 minutes, it's going to do what it needs to do. And let's not forget pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to throw a pinch in because the chicken itself is salted so good. You don't want to over salt, so just a tiny pinch. The chicken is seasoned to the nines because my husband seasoned it. You seasoned it good, didn't you? You salted it real good?
I did. Yeah.
Right.
I hope I did, because I usually don't just salt.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
The Trini side of you was like, no, it needs more. No. Well, the French side of you now, when you eat this recipe, you love it. So must know something. So now I'm going to take this sauce, stick it in the fridge. I'm literally going to do nothing for 30 minutes. Why? Because you don't want to make the rice with this dish until you put the chicken in the oven, and then you start to make the rice. And you don't want to make the green beans until last minute so that they're fresh. You don't want them too soggy. Baby, when I say this thing right here is going to be so good. Be back in 30. All right, you guys. So it's been about 30, 45 minutes. We was chilling for a bit. And I want you to see what that cream looks like. So what has happened in those 30 minutes is that dried tarragon has rehydrated. and you can just smell the melody, you can smell the onion, you can smell the garlic, but we're gonna leave this alone. This is just gonna sit and continue to marinate. Let's get started with the chicken. So I set the oven to 350 degrees, and now we have our beautiful broke down whole piece of chicken. So just so you know, we bought this whole chicken broken down, but usually when I make this recipe, I make it with the whole chicken. I spatchcock it, which is when you butterfly it, you cut either the back or you split the breast, crack it open, and then I salt it and season it like that. But because we already bought this chicken whole, all we did was clean it and again season this with salt and accent. That's it. I mean it. If you put anything else on this chicken and I found out, we're gonna have words. Salt and accent. And if you want, you can minus an ingredient, just one accent. Do not minus the salt. That's all this chicken needs. The sauce does everything else. So now, y'all, before I get violent, let's open up this chicken. So when I say this chicken was a whole chicken, they even had the back strap in there. They just literally took the chicken, broke it down, the wing. And so all I'm going to do is take all of these pieces, and we're going to find out today whether that was a better thing that we did. I think it's going to be tender regardless, but we bought a broken down chicken. What do? Eat it, right? So I'm going to take all of these pieces. And again, this was pre-cleaned by my hubby and seasoned. So what I'm going to do is get everything laid flat in the pan so that when I lay that sauce in here, it can get all it needs. So this is all I'm going to do. All this skin that's left, that fat, everything, leave it be. It's got what it needs done. Okay? You're going to place the chicken again. Whether it was a whole chicken, you would get a big enough pan to put a spatchcock whole chicken, or you can take broken down chicken like this. So listen, for this recipe, if you got some leg quarters, do the same thing. If you got some chicken thighs, do the same thing. And actually, even if you got some cut breasts, do the same thing. It should turn out the same, but it's going to be fabulous. Let me wash my hands real quick. All right, so we just washed our hands. Let's go ahead and get this in. The oven is already set. The alarm just went off for 350 degrees. Get that in there. Now I'm going to set my timer, and I'm going to let this cook for 30 minutes straight. I'm going to say 20. Let's start with 20, just to be fair, so I can come back and check it. So the lady that I got the recipe from, when she did it, she cooked it for 15 minutes, and then she came back in and put the cream on top. I like my chicken a little bit more cooked before I put the cream on, so it has a nice undercooking first. So I'm going to let it cook. I let it cook for twice that time. But I'm going to do 20 minutes for now. Come check it, and then do another 10, and then we add our cream. But in the meantime, while that chicken is cooking, we're going to get our rice together. So initially, I was going to make this with some brown rice. But my heart just went towards some good old white jasmine.
Can't go wrong with Jasmine.
You can't go wrong with Jazzy, whether she's brown or white. She's good.
Doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Right. Doesn't matter if it's brown or white. So I'm going to do 2 cups. And I'm using my rice cooker for this recipe. And I'm going to go ahead and clean my rice. I like to use a strainer and a bowl just to get everything in. Get it nice and good. And I like to clean until that water is clear. You guys, this rice cooker was $20 at Walmart. If you have not got one, and I don't get it twisted, I can make me some rice on the stove. But if you just want to save yourself some stress, get your rice cooker. It's $20. And I'm telling you, it makes life easier, and that rice be fire every time. Come and look at this color of this water, you guys. I want you guys to see how clear we like our water to be for our rice. See that? clean that rice until that water is basically clear. And that is, the cleaner your rice, the better the kernel will be, the more tender it'll be. And do another quick rinse on it, the better. That's how you want your rice to look. So now I want to show you this too. I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but in this rice cooker pot, that number 2, since I used 2 cups, I'm going to fill the water to this number 2, turn it on, and it's going to cook perfectly. Okay, so you get your own cup measurer from your rice cooker. So you put the amount and then you put the water amount in here. It'll be perfect every time. So let's take that beautiful rice, get that right into the bowl. Okay. And then before I put the water in, my little extra thing I like to do, a little olive oil, just a nice drizzle. That oil just keeps each kernel nice and glazed and just tender and beautiful. And then, I mean, a nice pinch of salt, not too much, but just helps that aromatic flavor of the jazz. So a nice little pinch of salt in there, not too much, just to again pop out that beautiful white rice flavor. And then now I'm going to slowly fill my line up to the number 2. So right before it gets there, I like to flatten it just to make sure it's on the line, which it is perfectly on the line. That's it. I mean, this thing is so simple. It really just makes everything easy. You don't even need to stir it. It's going to do all of that on its own. Pop the top on this baby, put it on cook, set it, and forget it. Right. And so, I mean, we have our string beans, which is at the end of this rally. So I'll sliver the garlic a little later. But for right now, the chicken is in. Rice is doing its thing. We're going to take another little break, and I'll see you in a second. All right, you guys. So it's already been 20 minutes. I want to show you how the chicken looks so you can understand why I doubled the time. I want my chicken to look a little bit more something on it. So if you check this chicken out, this chicken look about raw. That's too raw to add a sauce to for me. So what I'm going to do is set the timer again for another, I'm going to say 15. And let that cook a little bit more. I just want a little bit of more color before I add the sauce. So let's stick it back in. I'll see you in 15. But in the meantime, you see that rice? See what that rice is doing? Rice is getting in love. Good thing about a rice cooker is once it's done, it sets itself to warm and it stays warm and fresh until you're ready to serve it. And, you know, once I put the sauce on, we'll start working on the green beans. So I'll see you in a second. So y'all, our alarm has went off, as you can hear. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. And we have our chicken. So it's got a little bit more color since, which is what I prefer. And now we add the most important part of this chicken. I'm gonna just pull it out just a bit so I got some room. And now I have this beautiful white sauce that we made earlier. And I mean, obviously the herbs and everything have just kind of got juicy and all that. So I'm gonna stir it real quick just to get everything that's sunk to the bottom up. And I'm just gonna pour it right over that chicken like that. Get the back strap, get all that. Look at that. Look at all that garlic and shallot. I want all that in there. So I'm going to scrape. All right, you guys. I think that's everything. Okay. Now, I am going to baste this chicken every 10 minutes until I feel, I'm going to say 15. Every 15 minutes until I'm ready. And it looks like I want it to look. And I'm going to probably do it about 3 more times. And so let's stick this back in. And so basically, let's set our timer. For 15 to start. And then we're going to go ahead and start continuously scooping that cream sauce on top, and it'll start to stick and get thickened as it heats up, and it'll create a beautiful color. But I'm thinking on the last 15 minutes is when I'll go ahead and start the string beans, because string beans are going to be really quick. I want them to be a bit crispy because the chicken is going to be so soft with the rice and that gravy to just melt with. Oh, you guys, I'm telling you, this thing will be fire. So again, in 15 minutes, we'll be back basting this chicken, and we'll do it another round, and in another round, we finish up everything else. And in the meantime, the rice is finished. It's on warm. It's all fluffy and beautiful, and it's just set. Look at that. It's just sitting on the side, waiting for us to just touch it. You guys, this is going to be some good dinner tonight on this Sunday evening. See you in 15. All right, you guys, 15 minutes have elapsed. I'm going to turn my timer off, and I am going to open it up. Do you guys see that? Do you see what I'm working with? Look at that. Excellent. You already can see like it's got the liquid cooking. It's getting some of that like wetness out, and you can see the thickening of that cream. And so what I'm going to do is baste all that chicken. And you see as it's cooking, it's just going to get thicker and thicker and thicker. And then it's going to start to generate a color too. You guys, I'm going to tell you, this sauce, baby, am I lying? Is this not drinkable sauce?
The sauce is very good.
You could drink it,
That's
right?
super good, yeah.
Right. So
this is honestly one of my favorite meals that Bev makes, besides the duck confit. This is second to the duck confit.
Second to the duck confit.
I think Ellie would agree with me as well.
I think it's time to start. I might have to pull that out for everybody because it's starting to get good. Winter time is coming. I'm ready for Christmas. I am ready. Okay. I'm just going to push that back into that sauce. That's it. And again, it's going to continue to get thicker, and it will lay on the chicken more. And we got another round of 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and do it. That looks pretty covered. All right. Now we're going to stick that in. Set my timer again. For another 15 minutes. But in the meantime, since we're making garlic string beans, we might as well prep the garlic, right? So I got me a whole garlic clove or whole garlic bulb. And you guys should know by now, I have a little hustle on garlic, okay? And garlic string beans are something because they are so simple. But if you just do this thing right, the simplicity of string beans is what makes it taste so much better. So let's get these cloves cracked open and peeled. We're going to have a party. That one is no good. I say, and for one bag of Walmart brand, and me and my husband we have a little thing about this. Because I be like, go there, don't you get another brand, get Walmart brand. You be like, well, what's the difference? Walmart brand green beans are frozen. They are thicker, they are longer, and they're more tender. No other brand, in my personal opinion. I ain't gonna pause. I'm about pausing on that one because I'm a girl. Ricky, you gotta pause because you like thick, long string beans. But
it's not by choice. I gotta get it.
Thick and long and strong. Anyway, I don't know if it's the GMOs in it. I don't know, but they taste better. So get Walmart brand.
GMOs.
Whatever. So with those being so like dense like that, it gives you an opportunity to just add more seasoning, add more garlic. And I mean, there's something about a garlic flavor in that olive oil, in those green beans, and a nice saute that just does something to a dish. I mean, if you know, you know. So go crazy. Get all the garlic you want. If you want to add 10 cloves, knock yourself out. I will support you. I'm gonna actually grab one more. I feel like actually I'm gonna do one more. I'm about to go at it. I'm gonna do 6 cloves of garlic. Yeah. And we're gonna have a ball. Let's open these up and peel them. The beauty of this dish tonight is that it's going to be a family favorite for your family because it's a simple dish, but it tastes absolutely amazing. It tastes like something that took you hours to make, and it didn't. And it's a hit. I don't care if you're hosting a dinner, you got cousins and them coming over, you just have a little light dinner party, and you want to serve a group of people. This is the right dinner. And especially if you are in charge of dinner and you want to be kind of bougie on a budget, baby, this is the recipe for you. This is going to impress. And if you're trying to be somebody's wife, if you out here, first of all, let me just say this. Don't you be out here inviting a random man over your house cooking for them. He must have been dating you for a very long time. Very long time. And y'all are meeting parents, and then you pull out a meal. You don't just go cooking for any man. If he want to go out with you, baby, he can have some money and take you out. Y'all can go get chicken au poivre at a French restaurant. But cooking wise, that is only when it is serious and rings is in play. Okay? Or just wait till you get married and then make it for him if you really want to get gangster with it. Anyway, nonetheless, let's go ahead and get this garlic situated. I'm not going to mince this garlic. I don't want to mince it. I'm going to roughly chop it. I do want some nice, beautiful. Actually, I think I want chunks like this. I think I'm going to leave it like this. I feel like these type of thick chunks is going to be so perfect in this dish because you want to just taste that the way I'm going to season it, and you want to just be able to bite into that string bean and get that nice, beautiful piece of garlic. So we'll let these sit, and we'll be back in a little bit in the next 15 to baste and start preparing these green beans. See you in a sec. All right, you guys, our 15-minute timer just went off again. This is our second round, and we'll be going into our third. Come and look at this color. See that color coming in? That sauce getting nice and thick. And so we're going to, again, hit it again. Now listen, we can do this 3 times. We can do this 4 times, 5 times. This is a cream-based sauce, so it's not going to get dry. It's going to get tender by the moment. So if I want to do 2 more rounds, I mean, I really can. Or you can. It's no judgment. This is going to be beautiful. You already see that brown coming in on that chicken. The sauce is getting thicker by the moment. And I mean, the smell. God, you guys, I'm telling you, when you make this recipe, I'm gonna get some texts, some emails, some comments. I really want you guys to try this recipe and then let me know how you feel about it. Because boy, go ahead and get that all over that chicken one more time. All right, now it goes back in. And actually, instead of doing 15, I'm gonna do 20. Give me some time with this string beans and give it a little bit more color. I mean, the chicken is gonna be so tender, you guys. 20. So now let's get started with these green beans. I usually make it in my white pan, but I have my wok. My wok sits there. It takes up space. I decided I'm gonna use my wok today, and I'm gonna toss some veggies in here, okay? So we're gonna have that get hot. I'm going to be using my blend, which is my EVOO avocado grapeseed oil. Now, this is the thing that I realized about grapeseed and avocado oil. While it is a really good light oil, it does burn a bit faster than olive oil, and it holds that burn flavor. Olive oil doesn't do that. Even if olive oil gets too hot, it still keeps an essence of some type of flavor. So I'm using this oil because I paid for it, and I don't like to waste. But you have to be very aware of the heat in this oil, okay? So I just want to, why are you smirking? Husband's judging me. He thinks I'm cheap. He thinks I'm cheap.
Nah, because I saw the oil and I'm like, we'll see what this do. But
It's not bad.
It was all right.
It's not bad.
It's gonna do what it do.
You just
she makes it good.
I make it good, but I'm just learning what you got to do with this oil. This oil is not olive oil. So let's go ahead and open up our bag of green beans. Honey, for this dish, salt. I'm going to do a little bit of accent just for some flavor, oil and garlic. That's it. And if you want to take out an ingredient, you can take this one out.
Never mind the blue. That's right here. Like, Ellie was having an experiment.
We got a 4-year-old and she is adventurous. So yes. we don't want to judge her, right? Let's get this oil in. I think that much is about right. And then everything is going to pretty much go in at one time. We're going to start with the garlic because we want that garlic to have some color. And of course, you know with a wok, you guys, it gets hot fast. That's why I mentioned the burning part, because I'm cooking with a wok. So let's get that garlic in. As soon as that garlic is in, let's get those green beans in. Quick and easy. Then let's get our salt in. The amount of generosity on the salt is up to you, but just remember, it's 2 ingredients. A little bit of make stuff good. Just a bit. Again, no salt in this, just so you know. This is not a salty seasoning. It just adds umami. And then we start getting like a Japanese. And we start tossing. And look at that. We're going to just keep letting that cook and keep tossing that. Every moment we get, we want them garlic pieces to get nice and crisp and oily and salty and just, it's going to be delicious. Okay? You just got to trust the sister on this one. Right? Ellie's getting ready. She's talking about, mommy, I want to eat. And this is what we got for our veggies in the wok. It's coming, Ellie. Dinner's almost ready. So this is what we got. And baby, she's ready to go. I'm actually really excited about this green bean. I'm just gonna.
You love green beans, though. That's her thing. She loves green beans.
I'm going to fire. We're going to fire. Anybody say different than lying to you. All that garlic and flavor, I'm going to move it off the heat. Because again, this pan gets really hot. We still have 8 minutes on the timer. But let's cheat. Let me show y'all what the chicken look like. Look at that. The smell. The touch. The feel, the gravy of your life. So now we got 8 minutes left, but
listen,
I'm gonna base it one last time.
We ready to eat like now?
Nah, baby, you gonna wait. Perfection has to be perfect. You know what I mean? Okay. Add a little bit more of that cream sauce, you guys, on that chicken. My sweet Jesus is real. And let's get this on. And you guys, we're gonna let it cook that last 8. And actually, just to be fair to the chicken.
She added time.
3 more minutes.
She added time.
But it's gonna be good in 10 minutes. Then it'll be ready. We're gonna keep these green beans on a nice low heat so they can stay nice and warm and not cook too much. Y'all, in 10 minutes, it's up. All right, you guys. I'm making a dinner this good. Make a cocktail too. Why not? Got some ice. And a nice glass. Pour a couple pieces of ice at the bottom. Take a basil leaf. Again, these are just things in my garden, so why not? I'm gonna do the same thing. Second cup. Basil leaf. And another one. Outside. Look at how the chicken's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. That could wait and marinate for a second while we make our drink. So, you guys, I'm freestyling this off the dome, but I love me a watermelon basil vibe. So, we got the stuff, let's make it happen. This right here is some watermelon basil sugar. So what I did was I took some of that fresh basil from my garden and blended it, I dried it, and then blended it with some sugar. And so now I have me some beautiful basil sugar. I'm gonna do about 3 scoops of that. Should be enough sweetness for the dish. And then, of course, you guys remember, if you've watched my old episodes, I have my watermelon simple syrup. Just a dabble, not too much, just to keep that watermelon flavor from getting drowned out from the basil. Put that to the side. Then, lemon juice. I kind of mess with it, soften it up a bit. I'm gonna use this entire lemon because basil is kind of bitter and watermelon is super sweet. It doesn't have really much flavor. So the lemon is what's gonna give it that balanced flavor that we need so it can taste like a watermelon basil lemonade. Lemonade, okay? Get that all in now. There we go. Squeeze that in again. Again, I don't want to miss out on any flavor. More. Open on. You want that pulp in there. All that flavor. So we got that full whole lemon in there. Now we're going to take our watermelon liqueur. Thick it for me and Ricky. One.
Mommy.
Coming, baby. Let me finish cooking. I'm gonna do 6. Usually I would do about 8 for a martini. This is gonna be more of a lighter vibe, so I did about 3 a person. So now I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna shake it first before I add the ice because I want that sugar to blend out. So shake it up. Get that sugar to dissolve. That's about right. Okay. Let me just check it. It looks good. Sugar looks dissolved, so we're good. Now, we're gonna take that mix, pour half of it into this cup, and the other half into this cup. You know, just gauge it. Somebody's gonna get a little bit more tipsy than the next person, but that's okay. I'm sure it's gonna be Ricky. Okay, and then now we add our lemonade. Again, you don't want, this is like a nice little refresher. Not really something crazy. And I will mix that up. And my friends, we got ourselves a nice refreshing cocktail to go with our Poivre. Hold on, Ellie. Mommy and Daddy's coming. Dinner's almost ready. Want to taste? Let's try it out. It's the simple things. You taste the watermelon, got a little something to it, refreshing. All right, chicken's almost ready. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, that chicken is ready. Let's see what we're working with. You guys, every single time. Never fails. It turns out like that every single time. And we got our green beans and our rice. And we are going to make this, we're going to plate it so cute. It's going to taste amazing. I mean, if you're looking to impress somebody with this meal, this is it. This is it. You are going to be seen as a next level type of cook, even if you're not. Listen to your girl. So now we got our oil. Let me show you how I plate this thing. So we're going to start with my husband's plate. I take a bit of oil in a 1 cup measure. Put just a bit in, just a drizzle. Coat the bottom with it. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to take this beautiful jasmine rice in a spoon. And I'm going to start to scoop that gorgeous, look at that rice. That gorgeous, that rice looks like it was loved on. That's what a rice cooker does every time. Scoop that baby up real good. And you want to press it as you go. You want to stuff this cup measurer. I mean, like load it with rice. And get it all in there. Another one. Another one. You'd be surprised, this cup measure, if you really like stuff that rice. How the rice gets in that thing, okay? And I am not skimpy about it. I like it to be a little bit round at the top so it gets all in. And that's it. I'm gonna take it, tie it, flip it upside down, and it'll mold. And you let that sit for a while, and in the same way, I'm gonna do mine. Now, I have a 1/2 cup measure because I only do about half, but I still stuff it the same way. But all of that delicious rice, just get it shoved on up in there. And press it down as much as you can. I started doing this with the cup measure for dietary purposes, just to you don't want to overeat. So I started doing it because of that. And what I would do is I would put a cup measure on my plate, and at my husband's I would just load his up. And he was like, "Babe, why your rice look all pretty and mine don't?" Remember, babe? And then I started doing his. I'm like, "Okay, babe, you want pretty rice? Fine." So now gotta pat it a bit. Come on. Sometimes it wants to stay. There we go. And then slowly but surely slide her out. And there you go. Got yourself a beautiful little cup measure of rice. And then I like to take my green beans and my chicken. Let's put my green beans on. The side right here. A good amount. Spread it out like that. And then a lot of that garlic, just pop that on top of there. Because again, it is garlic green beans. Do the same for myself. Let's see. Is my cut maker ready? I think she is. Oh, is she? Mine's gonna be a brat. Not as pretty as my husband's, but it'll do. And I'll take some more of those green beans and lay them right here. A little bit of that extra garlic. And I'm gonna do the same thing for my daughter. She loves rice, you guys, and she loves that sauce. So, green beans, not. I'm trying to make her a fan. Hit or miss. Let's see. And you guys, the grand finale. Babe, would you like a breast? I'm gonna give him a beautiful, thick breast cut. Would you like a wing with that as well?
Yes.
A breast and a wing. Like that right there. And then I'm gonna take that gravy and ladle it all over that rice. That gravy is serious. And you want to be a little generous with the gravy because you kind of just want that gravy to steep through the rice and get onto the green beans and everything else. So just keep going. Let that rice get nice and wet and juicy. And let that gravy get all over the base of that plate. I mean, because it really, he's going to sop it up. It's serious. Until you have that thing looking like that. My friends, this is chicken au poivre with fragrant jasmine rice and some garlic green beans. And you guys, next level. I'm gonna make my plate and then we're gonna taste this out, you guys. Get ready. Action. Well, Ellie, is it good? Yeah, it's good. Okay, babe.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all. I could eat this 5 days a week. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even a leftovers type of dude. I'll become a leftover type of guy. But this right here, she knows.
Cheers.
Cheers to
Chicken au poivre and
chicken
good
au
old
poivre
Jesus.
and
Cheers. You want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
delicious.
Don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that bell.